Samuel Noah is a 25-year-old business owner from the Netherlands, and on paper, he's just another guy making flashy vlogs in Dubai. But behind the cars, the jets, and the flashy lifestyle lies one of the smartest content strategies on the internet. A system that quietly makes Samuel Noah an extra $1.6 million a month on top of his $30+ million e-commerce brand, Icon. Samuel has burst onto the scene, generating millions of views every single month across all social media platforms. And he's turned that attention into a personal brand content strategy that converts his millions of views into high-paying clients without constantly slamming his service in people's faces. So today, I'm going to be breaking down the exact content strategy he uses and how you can build the same system for your own personal brand. Before Samuel became the face of luxury entrepreneurship, he was just another kid trying to make money online. He started with dropshipping, failed multiple times, and then finally built his most successful brand, Icon Amsterdam. But what really changed everything wasn't the brand. It was when he realized his personal brand was more powerful than his products. In just 12 months, his YouTube channel, where he posts weekly vlogs of his luxury lifestyle, started pulling hundreds of thousands of views per video, seeing his YouTube channel skyrocket to over 300,000 subscribers. So it asked the question, what can we learn from Samuel about building a proper documentation series? And what makes his videos so captivating? Well, as we all know, every entrepreneur is obsessed with the type of lifestyle Samuel has. All of us who romanticize building $1 million brand from our laptop, even building it in a first-class flight or in a beautiful mansion with views like this. So that's the first advantage he has, living a life that people can vicariously live through. The viewer wants to be in his position, so they watch to be motivated by his high quality lifestyle so that they can go out and achieve it for themselves. So just by showing his success and drive, it gets people motivated to go out and work harder. He's also very charismatic on camera and speaks what's truly on his mind.
You get a big ass screen and a small ass, this is as if you're in a go-kart.
When I was playing FIFA and you scored like a crazy goal.
Bitch, damn.
I'm gonna record a day in a live video, so I'm gonna buy a Rolex today video. Come on, all these fake ass people, this is a normal day.
No bullshit, just authentic thoughts. And that's something a lot of viewers will appreciate nowadays. This, of course, builds more trust with Samuel, therefore making the viewer more inclined to listen to the way he talks, the way he acts, and how he lives his life. But the reality is, people are not gonna watch his videos for that reason, unless he provides some sort of value. Samuel sprinkles in lessons and motivation here and there in each video he posts.
Come on, man, grind hard so you can do things like this with your brother. Work on your health set, your mindset, your financial set.
One of the habits that made me a millionaire is just being very fucking curious.
So you can assume that a lot of his viewers are beginners who are trying to live the lifestyle he has. Therefore, they can watch his videos and learn what he has to say in those little lesson bits he has here and there in his videos, and they actually end up walking away from an entertaining video with value. And lastly, Samuel tries to be as authentic as possible in all of his videos. Unlike most creators, he shows the good and the bad, and he also gets into details with all the numbers behind his business.
Did in 7 days 2.7 million. Don't mind the dirty as hell laptop.
I looked into the financials, minus 50K. Man, it just struck me full in the face. My mind was just racing.
He even posts raw, unedited videos talking directly to his audience, talking about stories and sharing raw knowledge straight from his heart, which just builds even more trust between Samuel and his audience.
You know, I went through so much pain and struggle growing up. I didn't have a father figure. My father left when I was just 5 years old. That's why you want to exercise for your mind. And the easiest way and the easiest place to do that is in the gym.
Because that raw, unedited video feels like a genuine conversation between Samuel and his viewer. Now, all this attention, millions of views, hundreds of thousands of subscribers didn't just happen by chance or by posting just a couple of vlogs. Samuel's strategy goes much deeper than that. Here's where things start to look less like luck and more like strategic engineering. Samuel didn't just post vlogs, he built a distribution machine. Instead of relying on one main channel, Samuel used a very similar strategy that saw Andrew Tate dominate the social media space and generate billions and billions of views. Samuel created a network of secondary pages, all reposting his content every single day. Each account, Anua Prime, Anua Moments, Best Anua, and Anua Vision, is run by one of his editors. They take clips from his long-form YouTube videos and turn them into short-form content to be posted on Instagram and TikTok. Now, all these pages started to pull in millions of views, and the genius part was every single account was linked back to the same YouTube channel, which of course was Samuel's own YouTube channel. That means even if you've never searched up his name, the chances are you've probably seen his content on your feed before. So all it takes is for someone to come across one of Samuel's secondary pages, become interested in the type of content he posts, click the link in the bio, and before you know it, they're watching a 40-minute long documentation style video of Samuel's luxury life. It's the same tactic Tate used to flood the internet with his message. But instead of controversy, Samuel uses lifestyle and credibility. He floods the algorithm with aspiration and proof. Those hundreds of short clips build what's basically a content army, and that content army drives all traffic to the same place, his long-form YouTube videos, where all the real trust is built and conversions happen. Now, to understand why YouTube is where the trust and conversions happen, you need to understand the concept called the 7-11-4 rule, a marketing framework created by Google. It basically says that before someone buys from you, they need to consume 7 hours of content across 11 different touchpoints on at least 4 separate platforms. And when you think about it, there's only one platform where that's actually realistic: YouTube. Because on Instagram or TikTok, you're fighting for seconds. People scroll past your clips, forget your name, and move on. But on YouTube, people sit down and spend 20 to 30 minutes watching your videos. So that makes it a lot easier to get to the 7-hour mark and ultimately build that level of trust. Now, once that trust is built, Samuel subtly moves his audience down his content funnel without ever feeling salesy. In some of his videos, Samuel will lightly mention his mentorship program with a passing line about how he's helped other people build successful e-commerce brands.
Manpreet from the UK, 26-year-old guy, did just a couple thousand in revenue. Next month, he did 15,000, and guess what? Month afterwards, he did 280,000 in revenue.
But what's important is that in every single video description is a link to sign up for his program. Because Samuel isn't constantly shouting his program out in people's faces, he's never giving out hard pitches. This allows his content funnel to work behind the scenes. So in order to break down his funnel, we're going to separate this into 3 different parts: tofu, which is top of funnel; mofu, which is middle of funnel; and bofu, which is bottom of funnel. So with all funnels, you start from top and move your way down to the bottom. First up, we have tofu. Tofu is all about attraction. Now, we've already covered all of this. He uses mainly Instagram and TikTok because these are the easiest platforms to generate the most amount of attention by posting clips of his lifestyle vlogs, luxury shots, and motivational moments. And like I said, the purpose of all this is to generate as much attention as possible, because without the tofu building as much attention as possible, the rest of your funnel isn't gonna convert. So from there, we have Mofu. Mofu is all about building trust. This is Samuel's YouTube channel, where he goes in depth on his lifestyle, shares behind the scenes of his business, mistakes he's made, and lessons he's learned. This is where the trust and credibility starts to form. Samuel's light mentions about his mentorship plays a role in moving his viewers through his funnel. But Samuel's authentic and inspirational lifestyle videos play much more of a role in getting the viewer to move through the funnel than anything else. Just by watching the videos Samuel posts on YouTube sparks curiosity in the viewer, wondering what Samuel does to be able to live the type of lifestyle he posts online. This spike of curiosity automatically gets the viewer intrigued in Samuel's lifestyle and inevitably find their way to the description of Samuel's videos, where they'll find the top link of the description, which will take them straight to Samuel's landing page. Instead of Samuel telling people to directly join his mentorship, they are making the first move by finding the link and clicking it themselves. This takes us to the Bofu, which is a landing page that Samuel turns viewers into clients. So when you click the link to join his program, right away, the page is flooded with social proof. Screenshots of student results, video testimonials, and real case studies of people making tens of thousands of dollars after joining his program. On the website, you can book a call, but before that, you're asked to fill out a 10-question application. This automatically filters out people who aren't really serious. And on top of that, this qualification process also creates perceived exclusivity, making it feel like you're applying to be accepted rather than begged to join. And the result, by the time someone's made it to the call, they're already sold. So when we zoom out, the funnel will look something like this. You have Tofu at the top, which is the short form content and lifestyle vlogs Samuel posts to Instagram and TikTok that attracts massive awareness and attention. Now with the awareness and attention, you move through to the Mofu. Now the Mofu is Samuel's YouTube channel, where he posts behind the scenes storytelling and business lessons that ultimately build trust and authority. Now with that trust, we move to the Bofu, where the conversions are actually made. Now the Bofu is Samuel's landing page, which is flooded with social proof that helps convert the trust into high ticket sales. And that is Samuel Anua's strategic content strategy that works from top all the way to bottom, turning a brand new viewer who's stumbled across his video on Instagram or TikTok all the way through to a high ticket paying client, paying upwards of $20,000 a head, which ultimately makes Samuel that extra $1.6 million every single month. And even if someone doesn't buy right away, Samuel still wins, because in every description, he has multiple other links. One to his fashion brand Icon Amsterdam, one to his Instagram, and another to his testimonial channel, which is filled with testimonial videos from people who have already bought his mentorship. Each link is another touch point that feeds back into his ecosystem, building familiarity, trust, and long-term brand equity. And all of it is tied together by one thing: content. Content drives awareness. Awareness builds trust, and trust builds revenue. Samuel understands that in today's world, attention means nothing if it isn't leading to anything. That's why every video, every short, every clip has a purpose to move you one step closer to the next part of his funnel. And that's the lesson here. You don't need millions of followers to build $1 million brand. If you're ready to build your own content system for your personal brand that attracts clients like this one, or even just grow the following on your personal brand, I've been able to build mine to over 200,000 followers, and I'll help you. If you want, you can apply in the top link of the description. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.